I don't know how many people are going to show up. I was not expecting to do this. I'm going to wait till a couple people show up. I got a package from Finch Knives, and I was pretty surprised. They reached out to me. First of all, the guys at Finch Knives are great. Let me make that perfectly clear. The guys at Finch Knives are great. I reached out to them. I sent them a link to a video. It's raining here in San Diego, which is unusual. I like the weather. I like it when it rains. I like to open the windows and let that clean air in. At any rate, guys, if you're here, drop a like. Let's get that open. I'll open up some windows. Let some clean air in. It's always good when it rains here. So, at any rate, Finch Knives sent me. They said you were going to send me a package, and I kind of expected, a knife. And this is what I told them. I was like, a knife. That's what I was expecting. And they said, oh, we'll get you a package put together. Like, oh, we saw your video. We like the energy. We'll get a package put together for you. And I was like, cool. Doing a pot roast. So you guys can see the way I do a pot roast. I've done it this way for years. This way my grandmother used to do it. You put your onions in. You let them sweat down till they're basically soup. Then you sear your roast. And then you put the roast on top, the carrots around it. After it cooks down for a while and the level of the fluid comes up, you put your potatoes on top and let them steam, and then down into the... It's just the way that I grew up doing it. But at any rate, so Finch sent me a package. They said they were going to, and I was like, cool. There's 3 knives in here. And guys, if you're just showing up, please drop a like. I'd appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and open this. There's only 4 of you guys here, but every day. This is an everyday carry. It's like in my pocket every day. And this, guys, this Vosteed mini nightshade, you got to go pick one up. Find the video I did about it. It's a great knife. If you guys are here, let me know what you're doing. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to show you what Finch Knife Co. sent me. This was an unexpected thing. I didn't expect this. This package wasn't supposed to be here until the 22nd. So it showed up a little early. So I have 3 knives from Finch. I don't know what models yet. I'm going to get that other light put on. So they sent me 3 knives. Great guys. Like they didn't have to do this. Like, oh, I sent them a link to the video just so that they could see that I like their knives. And they're like, oh, hey, we like that energy. How about we get our social media guys to send you a package? Okay. Not going to argue about that. Let me set up here. I'm not going to open them up until we get more people here. So if you're... Wrong one. You got to stick around a little bit. So like I said, yeah, Finch knives are great. I've dug all their knives. I love the way that they're taking the slip joint designs and then like converting them into modern. So I'm going to look and see what they sent so that I know. One of them's great. I already know one of them. I fell in love with it when it was here from Jared. Speaking of which, Jared, if you're watching this, no, I have not shipped your package out yet. I have to put it in a different box. I thought I was just going to send it out standard mail. I went to the post office and they were like, holy crap. It was like $96 to send out. That's how many knives Jared sent me. It was going to cost me $96 to send it. So I didn't have any flat rate boxes they would fit in. So at any rate, so let's crack into this. I'm sure people will watch this. This isn't going to be a real long live feed. And please, guys, comments. Like, let me know. Let me know what's going on. I can't, I like doing these live feeds, but I definitely like having the interaction when you guys are here. Oh, by the way, started a new channel. It's called the Redneck News Network. You can search that on YouTube. And it is Don Oils. Well, hello, Don. Sweating these down. Let's see some knives. Well, I was going to say, so what I've got, like I said, before we look at the stuff that Finch sent, if you guys didn't check out the video about the Vosteed mini nightshade, this is so effing good. It really is. So I'll show you what I'm going to dry this area off. Move this cutting board. I'm making dinner because it's going to take hours for this bottom round roast to break down. If you're gonna make pot roast, don't use eye round. It's an okay cut. Bottom round. Bottom round is always the best. It always has the best flavor. So, first one here. I've never seen this one. This is the Finch Stinger. So that's the first one they sent me. Put all the stuff I love. The Finch Stinger. Guess what? I'm gonna love it. You know why I know I'm gonna love it? Because it looks... Excuse you. Finch, oh, that is so good. That is ridiculous sharp. Their knives are always so well done. This is like the one that I just had, the Reciprocity. Really similar, except it's not a Wharncliffe. This is really nice. I love this. This is such a good blade shape on that too. Such a good blade shape. Oh, so there's the Stinger. I'll save the one that... there's one that you won't see a video of because I've already done a video about it. I mean, I'll do another video about it, letting everybody know it's mine. So, what's everybody got in their pockets today while I'm doing... There's that. We'll save that for last. Now, this one is the Runty XL. I can't remember if I've even seen videos. Oh, my goodness. What a beefy little boy this is. That's a beast. Micarta M390 cleaver. Man, their knives are always so good. So good. I just put all the stuff. So if you guys remember, that's the Runty XL. I did a Christmas giveaway for my paying members, and there's a bunch of people that didn't claim their stuff. I sent out 3 packages of stuff. One was a giveaway that I'd done earlier and just never gotten the stuff. I'm horrible about getting stuff packed. If you're a paying member and I do the giveaway stuff and you win, please, you will get your knife. Trust me. But there's a lot of times that it's weeks. It's weeks. And then the final one, the final knife from is the exact same one I had on the channel from Jared. I told him, I was like, I really loved the buffalo tooth when I had it from Jared. They sent me a buffalo tooth. Full titanium jigged. It's the same one that you saw that I had from Jared. Absolutely love this. This is so good. Guys, go check out Finch Knives. You need to. You really do. So good. So on top of everything else, like I said, these guys are great. This is mine now, part of my collection, gonna go in my case. On top of this, they were really cool. I did not try to get knives from them. I wasn't like, hey, you guys want to send me some knives? I've reached out to companies and done that. Sometimes you kind of have to. But I didn't do this. I simply sent Finch a message and said, hey, here's a video I did. I really like your knives. Check this video out. Maybe you want to share the link and help get some publicity for my, get some traction on my video for my channel and get some stuff, some views on it because I put a purchase link in the description. And the guy, whoever reached out to me, they were like, hey, we really like your energy. We want to send you a package of some stuff. So, unboxing. I got 2 knives that we haven't ever seen on this channel, and 1 knife we have that I absolutely loved when it came in. So, yeah, I don't know what. Now, let's get back around to some other stuff. Like I said, I started a whole new channel. Let me see if I can do it from my other phone. From my other device over here. I'll put a link to it. It's something I wanted to do for fun. It's not anything really political. It's a lot of politics because politics is funny right now. But I started the channel. I'm trying to I'm trying to pull it up so I can share it with you guys. View channel. Nope. Switch accounts. From New Zealand. I've been to New Zealand. We went to Christchurch on my, I think my second ship when I was in the Navy. We were supposed to go to Cairns in Australia, and there was a horrible typhoon that blew through. And so we had to go to Christchurch because it was a safe, it was the only place in that area that was considered safe haven for that. It was a super typhoon. So here we are out on the ocean in a flat bottom boat because it was an amphibious ship, and we couldn't have weathered that storm. So we pulled into Christchurch, New Zealand, and basically got everything shifted. Instead of going to Cairns, Australia, we went to Christchurch, New Zealand, and we were there for a week. One of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. New Zealand, we went on some tours and stuff like that. They were cool enough to get tours and stuff set up for us on short notice. I already opened it. OJ already opened it. You gotta get here quick. You gotta get here quick. So at any rate, yeah, Christchurch, New Zealand is really good. I'm pulling up this so I can send you guys a link to the new channel. Now, there's only 9 videos on it, and it's a lot of work. I'm gonna tell you, like, if you would just go and subscribe to that, it would be great because it is a lot of work. The minute and a half to 2 minute videos, sometimes less than a minute and a half, literally take me double the time I ever expected. Yes, they do, David. They absolutely do. I'm copying the link right now, and then I'm going back to my main channel so that I can pull up this feed. So it's hey Will, I know what you meant. Finch sent me 3 knives. You can rewind back and see what I got, but they sent me the Stinger, the Buffalo Tooth, and the Grunty XL. I don't know. I'd have to look again. So I'm trying to go to my channel. So I'm gonna pause this. All right, guys, I'm gonna put up a link to the new channel. And like I said, it is 100% just for fun. Oh, it didn't do it. I gotta go back. Hang on. It's 100% just for fun. So if you Will, can you post it up? I'm having a hard time getting it to let me post a link in my own channel. I'll do it again. Share, copy, and then switch accounts. I'm trying to do it at the same time. No, I got it. I think I got it this time. Let's see. Let me see if I got it this time. There we go. So here's the new channel. And it's all just fun stuff that, like, I try to keep politics and stuff off this channel. And the other channel's not politics. It's like, if I find something funny, like I've been making fun of Republican candidates way more. I haven't said anything about Democrats. So it's bipartisan goofs. It's just funny stuff. I have one I tried to film it a little bit ago, and the clip that I was using, or I'm sorry, the picture that I was using, I had it in my head. I already knew it. I saw a picture. I pulled it off. I was like, I gotta script a video around this. And I find the image so funny that I know when I'm like, when I cut to it in the screen, because it's like a newscast, I know I know what it is, and I start laughing. It's just hilarious to me, that picture, and I'm having a hard time. So, and if you watch it, you guys are gonna be like, oh, he has having like a hard time. I'm doing it intentionally. So if you see it, I'm not an idiot. I memorize the script and I film it. There is one where I had the script in my hand. I memorize the script and then I film it, but I break my cadence of my speaking up intentionally to make it look like I'm a hillbilly that can't read a teleprompter. It's 100% intentional. Because I memorized the script. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So I'm not gonna do this a real long time. The wife and kid are out. I'm getting supper ready. The roast, I have to sear the roast, and I gotta get the carrots ready, and I gotta cut up the potatoes and clean up the ungodly mess of cutting and peeling and everything. 3 large carrots and stuff. Don Oils. You got a sister named Olive? Olive Oils. I watched that the other day. Have you guys ever watched the old original Robin Williams Popeye movie? Have you ever seen that? It's great. I grew up on it. I still love it. I still find it incredible. Yeah, companies reaching out to me. Vosteed, I wanted to talk about this some more. I'm really, really surprised. I'm really surprised how much I like... Cut myself. I have a weird thing that happens. Like, I love the Nightshade. I loved the Nightshade. I love the original one. I think I like this budget version better. It's in a steel I like. Much thinner blade profile, if I remember correctly, than the M390 version. The mic on it is just gorgeous, right? I like the Nightshade. And they said, hey, Vosteed was like, hey, we want to send you the mini Nightshade. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take a shot at it. I like the Nightshade. I'm getting to where I like some of the smaller knives. There's a weird thing. Like, if I like one version, typically I'm not going to like the other versions as much. It happened with the Beg Letter. I liked the original Beg Letter. I liked the mini a little bit better than the original, but then when my buddy bought me the large, the Beg Letter XL, holy shit, did I fall in love with that. But there's been some different versions of things that have really stood out to me. Most notably is the Aries by Koenig Knives. The mini Aries, that's how that knife should have been. The full-size Aries, don't get me wrong, is an amazing knife. You're never going to get a bad knife from Koenig Knives. Bill and those guys over there, that is the best knife ever. Like, hands down, no joke. It's better than my Norseman. I wouldn't give up my Norseman, but I have to say that the mini Aries is the best knife ever. Like, period. Not knife of the year, not knife of the decade, not knife, like knives that it is the best knife I've ever had on the channel. So at any rate, that mini version is better than the full size, right? Same thing here. Same thing here. Find the video I did about this. Greg, you're making them too long. Streamlabs. CloudBot doesn't like it when you put too many things in. There are too many words in there. I can't read them all. It's like me with the teleprompter. I keep telling Bert, and this is Redneck News Network coming through. Any rate, this thing is so much better, in my opinion, than the full size. I still like the full size. I like this better. Their access lock on this, for fuck's sake, Benchmade. You gotta fucking do something. There should not be numerous companies doing your lock design better than you. This is probably the best access lock. This is the smoothest access lock. There's no grit. There's nothing. And I mean, I've handled brand new access locks. The Kaiser Drop Bear, that access lock, way better than Benchmade's, right? This one, it is so buttery smooth. Thanks, Maurice. This is the best access lock I have had on a knife, hands down. So smooth. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it came as with all knives, just to give them the best possible chance. I mean, it was really, really smooth out of box. I put a drop or two of, I put a drop of KPL on either side of the pivot. This is so good. Like, blade play, it's like a bank vault. I can get a full 4 fingers on this. Well, 3 and I can get a full 4. If I get way up on it, I can get a full 4. But if I'm back here, 3. But it's a comfortable 3-finger grip. The pocket clip is it's in a different position. It's not like right up in the middle. So the pocket clip's kind of down further. There's another knife like that. You guys want to see that? You can do that. The Meerkat by Max Ace has got a unique pocket clip placement. See what I'm saying? Instead of being in the middle, it's up on the side, and it's completely out of the way. That is super comfortable. This is another great, great small knife. I fucking love this. I might hate to send this back to Jared. I really am. That's been in pocket a lot. The Ness by Revo Knives. I've done videos with links to all of these, so you can find my videos. There's purchase links down below. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys something. I completely forgot. I'm going to do a community post about it on here. The KATSU Knives. 2 things about KATSU Knives. One, they did a Timascus ZDP 189 version of this knife. I think it's ZDP 1. I'm pretty sure it's ZDP 189. Timascus scales of this knife with pocket clip and everything. They just put it up, and I now have a coupon code at KATSU Knives, which is crazysharp. It's the same one. So Beyond EDC's 40% off site-wide. Rosecraft blades, 10% off site-wide. Ferrum Forge Knife Works, 10% off site-wide. And now KATSU Knives, 10%. So Ferrum Forge Knife Works and Rosecraft, I don't make, like, these coupon codes I'm getting for you, some of them I don't even make any money on. I'm just providing you a discount. So if you want to check out KATSU Knives, which I absolutely recommend, these things are awesome. This is at $89. For me personally, better than a Rockstead. I'm not seeing a big difference in the cutting ability. I'm not seeing a big difference in the way it feels. The difference is this is in 154 cm, but the trade-off is I'll use the shit out of this. And I can sharpen it and not worry about it and things like that. Like, there's so many things with like a $12 to $1,500 Rockstead that you wind up giving up. With this, is it completely mirror polished? Not quite. But guess what? I'm not a fan of mirror polish. This, for me, is better than a Rockstead. So, KATSU Knives, it's crazy sharp, all lowercase, all one word. That saves you 10% at Rosecraft, Ferrum Forge Knife Works, KATSU, and 40% at Beyond EDC. And they still have some of those Ray integrals left. So if you guys are here and you haven't dropped a like, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, not going to be a long feed. I don't know how many people are going to show up. I did not grab my charger cord or my charger. So yeah, there's some stuff coming. I also, Migaron reached out to me and they want to send me some stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to go over and check out my little comedy channel, I started the Redneck News Network, NETWERK, simply because I just wanted a kind of a break. I was burnt out on just doing knives. As much as I love knives, I got burnt out on doing it. It just always felt the same. You know, you find the same issues. You find the same things. Every once in a while, you have a video like that one that I did about that horrible fixed blade. Every once in a while, you'll do a video like that. That just like it feels like you're doing the right thing for the community, which I kind of did. It needed to be out there. It was kind of a warning, but it just gets monotonous because you see the same things. Like, so many knives have the same similar issues. I love it when it rains here. So many knives have the same issues, and it just feels like Groundhog Day. Like, the Finch knife stuff stands out, and there's certain things that do stand out. Like, every once in a while you get something unique and something cool, but in the big scope of things, knives just kind of get to where they all kind of like feel the same. And then you'll get something like this, you're like, oh wow, that's kind of different. I really dig it. So I did that. I just wanted a way to be able to just have a little break. And it's not really a break, I'm not gonna lie. I filmed one about Alec Baldwin yesterday. You guys want to see how many takes it took to film that single 1 minute and 20-second video? I will show you. Like, people don't understand. Like, guys don't understand what really goes. People just like, they're like, oh, you know. Let's see. It's in the deleted. I think I'm going to pull these up. You guys see that? Multiple takes every video. Because I memorize the script and then I fumble up, or it doesn't sound right, or I'll say something and I'm like, that doesn't, like, in your head, you're like, that's the way I want it to sound, but, you know. I'll tell you, talk about sound. You ready for this? This is the full-size Nightshade, the liner lock version, has got something that Axis locks will never have. Can you hear it? Wow, that ting on this. So I really like this. I do really like this. I've got some updated. I'm gonna update some stuff on like the upload, the default upload description. So I have an affiliate link with QSP now. I got one with Kaiser. I got one with Concept. I've now got one with Sencut, and Civivi. Let's see. What else? Just Nate, $10, man. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. And like I said, go follow that. What am I trying to say here? The Redneck News Network. I was up late filming all that and editing, so the whole thing is, it's fun. I'm enjoying that, and it makes coming back to doing the knife stuff fun again. Like, I was going to do like an unboxing film an unboxing of this and then edit it, and I was like, you know what, I haven't done a live feed in a while. Let's see, you know, I'll see if I can get some people on here. It'll be a little bit of fun. The guys at Finch are awesome for sending this stuff along. I think that the Stinger is going to go in my pocket pretty soon. Well, here's the thing. Like, okay, so the new channel. And Will, if you can put a link to it up there, please. I don't have my other phone just died. Like, it's dead. So I can't put the link up. So Will, if you're here, if you can put a link to the new channel up, or just Nate. There's so much stuff in the news that's funny from my point of view. From my perspective, it's hilarious. And there's stuff that happens in my head. Oh, it's in my head. I'll tell you another thing that I found out over the course of the last few days. But there's so much stuff that is funny that goes on in the news, and everybody's just so serious about it. So I wanted to be able to take the news cycle and put it up and still provide information, like the whole Baldwin thing. It's not a lie. Alec Baldwin was just charged with manslaughter, a new set of charges. But I added some humor, so it makes it fun, and it doesn't have to be serious. Like, I could put that video up, and then you can find the real story, which I read to get some of the info. The Fannie Willis thing. Fannie Willis is accused of having an affair with a prosecuting attorney. I did a video about that because it struck me as funny, because I had something pop into my head that would have been a funny quote. So I just want to have fun with filming and editing again. And that channel's not monetized. I don't make a penny on it. Well, I can't yet anyway. Just Nate has been a base Align membership 1 month and get that new badge. Yeah, you do. You get the full color badge. This is going to go in my pocket. I like this. That is sleek and sexy, and it's wood. They sent I think they must have went through my channel and found things that I like. The wood, the jigged titanium buffalo tooth, and a micarta Grunty. Grunty was my nickname in college. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. There you go. Go over to that one, the Redneck News Network, and sign up. It's too much fun. And the fact is, the views have been doing really well. Like, for a brand new channel, I've only had that channel for 2 days. The Runty XL. That pocket clip is pretty big. It'll scratch the car with I scratched the car with pocket clips. There are a couple companies that are doing some really cool pocket clips. Well, they're not companies that are doing really cool pocket clips. They've been around for a while. I'm trying to find it. One of my favorite knives of all time recently that has entered my collection and will never go anywhere. As a matter of fact, I got one of these for my buddy for a Christmas gift. I had to search to find one of these. I traded a hammer drill because I had an extra hammer drill, a circular saw because I already had a battery-powered circular saw. I had a friend that gave me a bunch of tools. So I had an extra hammer drill and an extra circular saw and 2 batteries for one of these. And this is that PMP Big Boy. And it's got one of these rounded over clips. So these wire clips, they do move a lot, which it does bother me. But the fact is, I haven't scratched a thing with that. Not my steering wheel. I've got a leather steering wheel. That's what I scratch. I don't ever scratch my car door. Pocket clip on this one's not bad. I scratched the shit out of my fucking steering wheel in and out of the car because I'm a big guy. So there's not like, I drive a Volkswagen Golf. In and out of that thing, it's like putting a kaiju in a fucking space capsule. It's not a lot of it's you got to have a shoehorn and maybe some lubrication. I'm kidding, but I scratch the shit out of my steering wheel with a lot of pocket clips. Never once has this left a mark on my pocket, and it's comfortable in hand because there's no sharp edges on it. It's all round. It's just a piece of round wire. Such a good knife. If you can find a PMP Big Boy, you need to get one. It is one of the best larger knives you're going to find. It's got such a good cutting profile. It's in 14C28N. I don't even have an affiliate link with them. I know the owner. I talk to him pretty often on Instagram. Well, I don't know him personally, but I do speak to him. Such a good knife. This is probably, like, they didn't even send me this one. This was a gift from one of the paying members, Winston. One of the best knives all around ever that I've had added to my collection. It's like a fat Shirogorov. It's like if you force fed a Shirogorov like you do when you make foie gras. I know how to say that word. So good too. God, I wish it wasn't illegal. I'm trying to charge my phone here. I keep pulling it off the charger. Then it kicks back off. Yeah, if you can find a PMP Big Boy and you can persuade whoever owns it to cough it up. There might be some available on some sites. I just don't know where, because I know they're sold out pretty much everywhere. Just listen to that. It just slams open. Hands down, one of the best knives to come out in the last... It was on my list of the best knives for the last decade. One of the best. This is in my pocket so much. I actually have rusted the pocket clip because I carried it and got sweaty, and I've got like several pairs of pants that have got 2 rust lines on the pocket lip. So, where's my ladle? My spoon. I need my spoon. Got to stir the onions. Come on, soup down, boys. Soup down. So, there we go. Somebody asked me why I don't... What do those cost? I think... Is this thing going to kick on now that I got it on? Yeah, here we go. Let me see if I can tell you. Yeah, let me link that. If they've got... I will put a link. Hang on a second. I'll put a link to that. Apparently, the blue one is available. If I had known that, I wouldn't have traded... Well... Trading tools was actually a better bet. I had duplicates, and I got like 15 batteries. Don't go buy it yet. I'm going to put you guys a link because it supports the channel if you're interested in it. Here. That's going to take a while. Will, can you pull my Blade HQ link and just put my blanket Blade HQ affiliate link up? I can't. My phone's not completely charged enough. It's not going to work. Every time it comes up and then it shuts back down. It just turns itself back off. I have a Blade HQ affiliate link, and you just go on there, and it is the PMP Big Boy. So 189 is not bad at all. And I'm going to tell you right now, this knife outperforms. I'm not gonna lie. I have knives in my collection that are anywhere between 2 and 4 times as much as this. I got knives in my collection that are $1,000. They don't do as well. They don't carry as well. They don't cut as well. This is just an amazing knife. It's produced well. It's done well. It's cleanly executed, and it's by far one of the best designed knives, ergonomically, cutting wise. It's one of the best ones out there. Will, I'm sorry, man. I know you're doing my bidding. Nico's not here. Typically, Nico is Johnny on it. So, Elliot Williamson at Fair and Forged Knife Works, when I sent him a link to the new channel, he was like, please let me be your in the field reporter, Skeeter. And I was like, we can do that. So Elliot is going to be Skeeter Johansson, man in the field. Let me see if this is charged. I can probably do it. It'll be easy to do. Yeah. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. We're going to race to see who can do it first. I got to get logged in. Come on. Battery on his phone. I'm going to have to get the battery on his phone replaced. I use it so much. I'm trying, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, if they're 189 on Blade HQ, that means they're on sale. Do you know why it's going to be Skeeter Johansson? Okay, yeah, you can't do it from Gilded. I'm going to do it. I'm pulling it up. I've got my phone charged enough. I'm at 1%, 2%, looks like. Jesus Christ, that is small. I know a guy back home. He's big. And the reason it was funny, because he said he wanted to be called Skeeter. I'm like, that's fine. It's Skeeter Johansson. Big Nordic dude. Last name Johansson. Talk like this. We all called him Skeeter. Skeeter Johansson. So if you're watching Skeeter, I think his name was Dominic Johansson. I don't remember 100%. I'm just putting up a channel link, or I'm sorry, a general link. This is the default link. It will take you to Blade HQ through my portal. And you can pick up this at Blade HQ. Let's see here. So this is my Blade HQ general link. So if you go there, it'll take you to Blade HQ, PMP Big Boy. You can search it. It supports the channel if you can buy it. Like, all of my videos have links to GP knives, knife ship free. Skeeter. No, it wasn't. He had a weird name because his dad's family was from the Netherlands. Like, he was big. He was a big dude, like my size, big Viking looking motherfucker. His mom was from somewhere else, and they met out west and then came back to Ohio. And so I can't remember his actual first name because I only ever called him Skeeter. I met him through my girlfriend that I had when I was, like, right before I joined the Navy. I met him through her. He lived out where she lived, and everybody, like, we always called him Skeeter. He's big dude too. But his last name was Johansson. I want to say it was Dominic because his mom was like, she was from out west, like one of them hippy dippy areas, like Tristan and, you know, Gavin, stuff like that. When he should have been named Sven Johansson. Yeah, that we called him Skeeter anyway, so it doesn't matter. Gustav Johansson. So, at any rate, guys, I don't really have a lot going on. Like I said, if you want to pick one of these up, absolutely highly recommend it. This is probably they can't have many of them left, and at 189, it's a fucking steal. It is a steal, literally. Okay, I am 6'3", and I'm like one of the smallest guys on my mother's side of the family. Like when we have family reunions, like I'm like if I'm like the small, like my cousin's like, oh, the little guy came. I'm like, guys, I'm well above average height. So it's I'm like I can't help it that you guys are fucking mutants. So I haven't listened to that song in a while. Yeah, I know the reference to that. So, guys, do you want to know something crazy? I was just I was talking to my buddy about it. In 8 months, I turned 50 years old. 50. I graduated high school 30 plus years ago. Like, yeah, you know what it feels like? I know a lot of you guys are a lot younger than me, and you're like, what the fuck? I don't care about Knife Works. I don't make anything on that. No, I'm kidding. If you can find them, that's fine. Blade HQ, I would prefer you use Blade HQ because it supports channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. I think with Blade HQ, I get like 5% per sale. So I had a kid that worked for me one time. I was talking about being in Vladivostok, Russia. And it's sulfur. Sulfur. Our water always smelled like rotten eggs. Any rate, I had a kid that worked for me, and I was already retired, so I was working as a GS, as a government employee. I was physical security, anti-terrorism, counter-surveillance. And I had a kid that worked for me, and we were talking about it the one time, and I was talking about being in Vladivostok, Russia, in like July of 1993. And he was like, when? I was like, July. Like, it was July 1993. I know it was stupid hot in Japan. We went to Vladivostok, Russia. It was like 50 degrees, and people were like, we're having a great summer. I was like, you're full of shit, you are. Like, people were swimming and shit. I was like, you guys are crazy. People running around in t-shirts and shorts. We were wearing like our fucking coats and in our uniform. So at any rate, he looked at me and says, July 1993. I was like, yeah. He goes, I was born June of 1993. I was like, get the fuck out of my office. The fuck out of my office. Right now. I'm going to hit you with something. Get the fuck out of my office. So, guys, I know it's been a short one. I got to get stuff cleaned up. The wife and kid, the kid had some stuff going on. Had Pilates, and I think they went skating. And then we've got to get stuff set up for her driver's test. And I've got to start spending some more time with her because she leaves for college in August. So lots of stuff going on here. That's part of the reason I started Red Deck News Network. I just needed something to occupy my mind because I'm sure as fuck not sleeping. And it's like, everybody's like, oh, is it stressed because your daughter's leaving? I was like, it's partially I'm stressed and I'm concerned about her leaving if she goes and things like that. But the big one is she's my baby girl. We've only in her 16 years been apart for just a few nights. Really, when I would go to knife shows, she stayed over at a friend's house. When she was a baby, we never had a babysitter. We never did anything without our daughter. We were always together. There has been maybe, if you counted it up over 16 years, maybe 10 or 15 nights that we have not all been together as a family. Well, I'm sorry. She went to the Netherlands for a week to skate. She was in Tennessee for a week for a skating camp. But other than that, like, oh yeah, hey, don't forget to check out my coffee. The coffee brand coffee link They're a channel sponsor. You can save 10% at checkout there with my link and that one that just popped up. And you can also use that link to save 50% on their Roaster's Choice subscription service. And it's fucking amazing. It's amazing. There's a chance she might stay and then she can commute, but I don't want, here's the thing. I can't afford her room and board. Like, she's going on a fee waiver, so all of her tuition is basically free because I'm a disabled veteran. But she's still going to have to pay her lodging, her food, for her car and stuff like that. So she is going to have to burden those costs. I can't afford those additional costs of basically paying her rent and ours. I would love to see her stay here and commute to school. But I also know that I can't just hold on so tight that it's just it would ruin everything for her if I did that. So you got to, as a parent, you got to walk that fine line of being protective, but also you got to push that baby bird out the nest sometime. And I'm just happy that she's wanting to spend, like, we watched last night out in the studio. I was getting ready to do some stuff. And she's like, do you want to watch a movie if you still got Disney Plus? I was like, yeah, I get Disney Plus. There's stuff I can find on there that I can't find anywhere else, even though I don't approve of what Disney's doing. Definitely the older stuff, I'll watch it. So she's like, do you want to watch Frozen, the second Frozen? And I was like, we never watched that. She's like, we watched Frozen when I was little. So you want to watch the second one? It's pretty good. And I was like, I don't give a fuck what we watch. We watched paint dry as long as we're doing it together. So I stopped what I was doing and we watched the movie. And then I was up until like 3 a.m. getting stuff done for the channel because I was like, I want to spend that time with my kids. So just so you didn't feel bad about it, you can still use it. But it was like, I'm not the one. It's not my Disney Plus. It's the wife's Disney Plus. Zach, you're the one that did. Tim reached out. Okay, Zach. Tim reached out. So Zach here is the guy that sent me probably the most carried fixed blade in my class. I carry this more than my own designs. Like, I carry this everywhere. Guy at 7-Eleven looked at me funny when I had this on my belt the other day. I was like, what? But Tim texted me yesterday. It was like, hey, someone sent me, oddly enough, your design. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, somebody sent me a stonefish. I was like, really? It was a stonefish, right? It wasn't the little one. It was the full-size stonefish. Anyway, he's like, somebody sent me your stonefish design. Let me see. I can tell you. Pull up the text that I got from Tim. Let me look here. So Tim, he's like, hey, brother, hope all's well. Small world, an anonymous person sent me a stonefish today. Literally no idea who sent it. Great design. And so Tim and I were talking about that. That was last night. He just got it, Zach, so you know he's just got it. Zach has sent me a couple of great knives. I think by far this is the best one. I think this is probably the best fixed blade gift I've ever gotten. This thing is ridiculously good. This is the Lon Humphrey Tucson. You can find these, I think, at Knives Ship Free. I have if you go down to one of the videos and find my description, I have an affiliate link down there for Knives Ship Free. I think that's where this came from. At any rate, I have an affiliate link down there. If you're interested in these, Lon is in Ohio, in my hometown. Literally, he and I have been talking about it. He's literally maybe 10 minutes from my parents' house, my mother's house. So when I go out to visit my mother, because she does still have cancer, which I've got to try and get out there soon. It's just so hectic. The kid has got so much going on. At any rate, I'm going to go try and film with Tim. But you want to talk about just an incredibly good fixed blade. Medium size. It's not too big. It's also not too small. It's really good for most tasks. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you need this for self-defense in a pinch, Tactical knives are a new thing in the world. I want to tell you, this is the knife that woodsmen would have been carrying as a tool and a defensive tool. This is the kind of knife. Just an all-around great knife. Nice handle, super comfortable. And I gotta say, it takes a ridiculous edge. So, at any rate, guys, I'm out of here. I love y'all. It's been 50 minutes, just shy of an hour. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna try and get out there. I gotta make time. I have to. It's just that we have to deal with my daughter's college stuff first. It probably because I want my kid to go with me. And here's the thing: she has to go to Japan after graduation. She has to, because there's a bunch of stuff that she has to do in Japan before, because when she turns like 18, she loses her dual citizenship. The United States will not let you have, I'm sorry, Japan will not let you have dual citizenship. So there's a lot of stuff she's got to do to try and extend that. I want to try and extend that past and see. So there's a lot of paperwork that my in-laws are going to have to, so she's got to go to do a lot of like legal paperwork, because my wife's Japanese and my wife is still a Japanese citizen. My wife has her green card, but she does not want to give up her Japanese citizenship, and I can't argue with her about that. That's something that she just does not want to do. So, any rate, I'm going to enjoy my rainy day. Like you said, OJ, you guys have a great time. Take care of yourself. If you got kids and they're little, enjoy it, because the next thing you know, you're going to blink and they're going to be going off to college. So I'll talk to you guys later. I love you all. See you in the next video.